My name's Simone Magill and I've been doing a PhD in sports coaching. Well, I'm a professional footballer, that's kind of the day job, and I've recently become a new mum to a baby girl called Sky. I came to Edge Hill when I was 18. I'd actually just signed for Everton at the time, so I was looking at universities that were kind of local to Liverpool. All throughout my life, even back in high school through doing GCSEs, I've always been exposed to juggling football and studying. Doing a PhD just took everything to a whole new level. In and amongst that, you know, moving clubs and internationally and qualifying for major tournaments, and I'm so driven and disciplined, just being in the career that I'm in, that once I'd started it, I was always going to finish it no matter what it took. When I was growing up, I didn't really have a lot of active female role models to look up to with the industry that I wanted to chase. Obviously the landscape has changed significantly now that young girls growing up have that access. From a footballing aspect, it's something that I take really seriously, and it's really important to me. And then I think that everything else that is going alongside it with my studying and, you know, showing that you can have a family and come back and play, those are all things that I hope inspire that next generation. You can be a footballer, but you can study, you can have a family, you can do all of these things at the same time, and get to the top in each of them. It doesn't have to just be one thing. Football is a very short career, as they say. Looking into like a directorship in football would kind of be the next step for me. It's something that I think I would really enjoy, you know, kind of being in a position that could help shape and direct, you know, women's football. I've kind of come through pathways and, you know, tried to break down barriers and inspire next generation. So I just think that it would be a role that would be quite fitting to the journey that I've been on. Edge Hill has certainly kind of shaped the direction and the trajectory of my life. You know, I met my husband here. You know, I lived the full student experience, lived on campus, and, you know, met my best friends here. We're still best friends now. You know, she was my maid of honour at my wedding, you know, things like that. You know, I'll come back and graduate, and, you know, I'll have my family, I'll have my daughter, and it's just really special that it all happened here.
I present Dr. Simone Alicia Magill.